Good morning. Please join me in standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And here's Laura.
Good morning. Today's Thursday, April 11th, and it's a white day. Seniors, if you're interested in being the invocation or benediction speaker at graduation, please stop by the headmaster's office for more information. Student government will have a short but important meeting today right after school in front of the stage in Fuller, not in the basement. Make sure you've completed the 3 prompts Mr. Ryan sent. An Air Force recruiter will be on campus today during C Block in the Colby 101 conference room. Feel free to stop by during your lunch block. A reminder that the Clear River Review launch will take place in the library tonight at 7 p.m. All are encouraged to attend. Juniors, please check your STJ Labs email for a link to the Red Sox raffle page on the Class of 2025 Canvas page. Everything that you need to sell digital raffle tickets is there. Ready to hike to the top of a local peak, chase away the last of the snow, and see some early spring wildflowers? Join Mrs. McKenzie and Mr. Dembski as they hike Mount Pisgah this Saturday. All students are welcome. The bus will leave Brantview Drive at 11 a.m. and return by 4 p.m. The microspikes will be provided. If you'd like to come, please pick up a permission slip in the Student Life office. There will be a mandatory trip meeting with Mr. Holden tomorrow in the Alumni Gym at the beginning of CP. Hope to see you there. And now, Mr. Camilio's joke of the week. Whoever said out of sight, out of mind, never had a spider disappear in their bedroom. Happy birthday today to Andrew Lerner. Happy birthday. Today there will be a track home meet at 3:30 p.m. and a unified basketball game at Oxbow at 2:30. Please release the team at 12:30. Thank you and have a nice day.
I'll add a special happy birthday to Dr. Desjardins, who's been up here a number of times. Dr. Desjardins, happy birthday. Okay, faculty, please dismiss the track teams for their meet at 2:15 today. Coach Lang requested that. Congratulations to Will and Wes Barlow for winning this year's talent show. As the winner of this year's show, they were given the choice of which charity to donate the proceeds to. We raised $305, which they have decided to donate to the Lego First Robotics Club at the St. Johnsbury School. Thank you to Will and Wes for their generosity, and thank you to all the performers for making this year's show a big success. And if you haven't seen Will and Wes Barlow rock out, you're missing something, so come next year. Congratulations, everybody. So girls lacrosse beat Linden Institute 16-6 last night. The varsity team played the first half of the game, scoring 12 goals. And the JV team held that lead, adding 4 more goals in the second half. Between the two teams, SJA had 40 different field players and 4 goalies who took turns in the net. Congratulations to both teams. So we have a few guests this morning. It's going to be very lively. We'll dive right in. First, I would like to announce the CTE Outstanding Students of the Quarter, but before I do that, I want to recognize all of the students and faculty who have been at Skills USA competitions for the Vermont titles over the past few days. We will report back when we have results from those competitions, but I know they've been working hard all semester and especially this past few weeks to give their all at Skills, and I know that they're doing that. So I want to give them all a shout out. Congratulations, guys, just for competing. The CTE Outstanding Students for the 3rd quarter of March 2024. Richard Corbet, Automotive Technology, Michael Deming. Michelle Roy, Intro to Automotive Technology with Michael Deming. Sarah Roy, Intro to Welding with Mr. Mitchell. Stephen Werner, Advanced Welding with Mr. Mitchell. Yasmin Vincent, Work-Based Learning with Mr. Carr. Samuel Dunn, Intro to Woodworking with Jack Palmer. Oliver Johnson, Advanced Woodworking with Jack Palmer. Jaden Bunnell, Intro to Electricity with Mr. Roberts. Hunter Hooker, Advanced Electricity with Mr. Roberts. Brinna Wright, Intro to Business with Ms. Kendall. Kyria Henderson, Introduction to Human and Professional Services with Mrs. Kendall. Sophia Limoges, Human and Professional Services with Ms. McGarvin. Zoe Glentz-Brush, Human and Professional Services also with Ms. McGarvin. Maddie Royer, Intro to Baking with Chef B. Madison Lamont, Professional Baking and Pastry with Chef B. Owen Kehoe, Intro to Culinary Arts with Chef Andre and Ms. Libby. Wyatt Reed, Culinary Arts at the Hilltopper Restaurant, Chef Andre and Ms. Libby. Alexander Gendron, Intro to Construction with Mr. Bugby. Derek Noyes, Construction Technology with Mr. Bugby. And Molly Larrabee, Career Exploration with Mr. Bugby. Tyler Gagnon, Entrepreneurship with Ms. Murphy. Ari Levin, Entrepreneurship 2 with Ms. Murphy. Brendan O'Farrell, Sales and Marketing with Ms. Murphy. Nathan Martin, Heating and Plumbing with Mr. Roberts. Kian Knott, Intro to Heating and Plumbing with Mr. Roberts. And Daisy Hersom, Personal Finance with Chef Hale. Congratulations to all these wonderful students. Congratulations. So usually I would ask you to gather on the steps of Fuller for a picture with Mr. Legge. Because of the weather, he would like to do that on Mondays. We'll remind you again, but we will take your picture on Monday. So as I said, we have some guests today. I'd like to invite the Science Olympiad team to the stage to present about their competitions and their club. Science Olympiad.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you, Dr. Howell, for this opportunity to celebrate the accomplishments of 14 students who have worked all year, balancing commitments to classes and sports and student government and math team and theater and hill tones and band and likely other things I just haven't remembered quickly enough. They've explored deeply and widely because they simply wanted to learn more. And they got to participate in science fairs and tournaments, meeting many similarly minded new friends, testing their knowledge and preparation against the unexpected. Now let me introduce the students. The science team has been led by seniors Ava Massoni and Estelle Cocorneau, along with Dolma Sherpa, Micah Dam, and Lucas Wagner. They're all waving to you, right? Because they told me that the pressure of all the eyes was too much. These are people who could go toe-to-toe with you on any multiple choice or short answer question in science, but eyes have it. Glasses on? Good. We have juniors Anissa Serrano, sophomores Thea Gilbert, Izzy Simon, Elena Cosmos, and Donnelly Johnson, and ninth graders Charlie Peralez and Paulie Jin. And let me add Ubo Zhang, who along with Dolma and Ava, represented their research at the Vermont Science Fair. Now, they also asked me not to repeat every award and placement, and I'll respect that. Instead, let me describe what we did. The Science Olympiad team came together in late August, and since then, each person has averaged about 2 to 3 hours per week preparing for the various events and challenges of the Olympiad. A sample of topics might include the human cardiac system, the variety of trees found in North America, decoding various cipher systems, creating a model car that moved really fast but stopped without breaking the egg as it got to the wall. The egg was tied to the bumper. Estimating weird and unmeasurable things like how many cups of coffee were consumed on college campuses last year, working out the forensics clues to complex crime scenes, building lightweight towers to collapse, or to not collapse actually, and exploring stellar evolution through recent observations of nearby exoplanets. They participated in online tournaments in November, January, and February. They got up at 4 a.m. to ride the Magic School Bus. Thank you, Adnan. at 4 a.m., to UMass Amherst to measure themselves, get one of the best meals that we've gotten on a college campus in a while. They finished in the top half of the field against some of the best teams from Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York. At the Vermont State Tournament last weekend, the team worked really hard to earn second place as a team in what is becoming a really competitive state. Collectively, this group received 5 event golds and 6 event silvers. Now, in the Vermont Science Fair, held 2 weeks ago, Ubo Zhang, Eva Masoni, and Dolma Sherpa presented their individual research, and all 3 received silver medals, signifying their work was in the top 25% of the entrants this year. They worked the past 8 months in consultation with researchers at other institutions, and with Mr. Logan Hansen doing background research, identifying a question they could answer in a way that would contribute to their topic field. They each built and conducted experiments, analyzed data that was surprising and complex. Each had to rebuild and reassess parts of their projects. In Ava's case, the mushroom grew out of its boundaries and started to eat her equipment. We had to redo that, yes. The ultimate dog ate my homework story. Along with the silver medals, they earned college scholarships, cash prizes, and recognitions from professional science organizations. The titles of their projects are, for Ubo, the development of a multi-point search and rescue robot based on improved algorithms. He constructed the robot and did the programming, so it's quite an accomplishment. Ava's research, finding the compounds responsible for the electrical activity in the mycelium of lion's mane mushrooms. The whole goal there is to understand how they are communicating with other species and sharing resources in an ecosystem. Dolma's research was titled Assessing the Impact of Acetaminophen in C. elegans, Insight into Overconsumption Concerns. Acetaminophen is something that we all take probably more often than we should, and there is concern about what sort of biological damage it could do. C. elegans is a model organism that we could test. Okay, the team had asked that I not repeat every award and placement, and I respected that. So let me simply ask that everyone here recognize and give voice to your respect and appreciation for these students' efforts to learn, to achieve more, to be prepared for more than was required or asked. Now, they've had a great time, and even more fun than you probably imagine. Meetings were busy places 3 days a week, with laughter, conversations about something they had learned in their research, requests for offers and assistance, the joy of something working and the surprise of something not working, and occasionally the inane distraction, but always energy and always a conviction that learning more, a bit more even, would make it a good day. And this team had many good days. They're gearing up already for next year. So please watch for the information table that will be held after April break, where you can learn about next year's events and our plans and consider joining. Do you have the resilience, the persistence, the interest? Please come and talk with us. So thank you very much. Okay, guys? That's it. Thank you.
Congratulations to the Science Olympiad team. I will just say that Yubo, Dolma, and Ava's projects, we got to see those in Streeter last week, I think, at the science fair, and they are just unbelievable. And they're actually beginning to contribute to the fields that they're exploring. So it's pretty incredible stuff. So thank you, Mr. Eckel, and thank you to all of you. Congratulations. I have one more guest today, Mrs. Brazo, or two more. Mrs. Brazo and Chef Hale would like to let you know about a trip that they have coming up. Come on up, guys.
Hi, good morning. We're here to talk to you about a trip we're going to be offering next month to Quebec City, the weekend of May 10th through 12th, as you can see. It'll be leaving after school on Friday and returning Sunday afternoon. We stay right in the heart of Old Quebec City, which is a really beautiful city full of gorgeous architecture, wonderful food, and of course the French language. It is $200, and in addition to that, you'll need money for meals and spending money. Spaces, first come, first serve. We'd love students of French or culinary arts, or just anyone who's interested to join us. If you have questions or you want to come get the paperwork, please come see Chef in South Church or myself in the library behind the printer. There's a good amount of paperwork that needs to be filled out by you and your parents, so please come see us sooner than later.
And one of the Science Olympiad questions that'll be asked next year is, how many croissants can 14 Academy students eat in 2 days in Quebec City? We'll gear you up for that. But it's a great trip, folks. It's an opportunity for those of you that have never been. It's an opportunity to get a little taste of Europe, just 5 hours away. We have a really, really good time. Last time, and I don't want to jinx us, the weather was phenomenal. And I look forward to being with all of you for the weekend.
Allez, merci.
Thank you so much. I want to encourage you all to take advantage. I know that you heard from Mr. Arain earlier this week about all the international trips that are happening next year, and I just want to encourage you to consider joining one of those trips and talk with Mr. Arain if there's any concern about the possibility of traveling if you need financial assistance. So we're really eager to find ways to help everyone who wants to be part of those trips to access them. And finally, I want to note that yesterday was the Muslim holiday of Eid al-Fitr, and hope that all those in our community who celebrate were able to be with your families in one way or another. Have a good Thursday, everybody. Faculty.